Hello everybody out there, my name is Starslayer885. I'm sorry that I haven't posted anything in a while, but now I am back and I am here to talk about a movies ideas that I have, either crossovers, new movies, something out there. I just hope somebody watches this and they'll hopefully see this. So, anyway. So the other day I was watching Coraline and Paranorman, two Leica films that I extremely love and hold near and dear to my heart. So basically what I was thinking is there really needs to be a crossover between these two because I think they would make an adorable couple. So basically what I did was I thought of this story of how they could both interact with each other and how like could probably do this and it could be creative and interesting. And the idea I came up with sounds familiar, but it's not really. So anyway, here it is. So our story opens up with Norman Babcock 10 years after the events of his movie. And at the end of the movie, what was his name? Alvin, the bully, Norman's bully, who then becomes his friend, tells this girl, just like as a throwaway line, that he and Norman solve paranormal crimes together. So what I'm thinking is, after 10 years, and he has this gift of seeing ghosts, he basically sets up this detective agency, and he basically solves crimes. He's like a ghost whisperer, like, you know what I mean. So what ends up happening is he gets a call from Coraline Jones. She lives in Indiana, where the original movie took place, or wherever the original movie took place. I don't know if it was Indiana, but I'm hoping like that would be in a location that they would use. So anyway, so Coraline, turns out, is a single mother right now. She has, like, their father left them when he was when she just had the baby, and he just took off. He left, and she's been raising this kid. She moves back into her old home, and turns out the bell dam is still there. She is still alive, and she still remembers Coraline. And as a revenge, she takes Coraline's son, and basically now Norman has to think, well, this is a little outside my territory, but I'm gonna go help you. So he goes and helps Coraline, and he finds the other world, the other door, and he sees the ghost children. He sees them. He sees their spirits, and he talks to them. So I would think that would be an interesting way to connect that. Like, they warn Norman about, who the Beldam is, what kind of power she has, and they warn him. And they warn Coraline as well, but through him, but obviously, So anyway, the movie would be like, he gets there, he sets up shop, he talks to the ghost children, and then he tries to figure out the door. What other way would the Beldam, be able to come back into our world, into this world? And you got to think, the mirror in the hallway, because think about it. When Coraline, in the original Coraline movie, when she was in the other world, she basically was thrown into this dungeon type situation in the other world's mirror. So what I'm thinking is that mirror in the hallway where Coraline was thrown into the other world, is a portal to the other world, and the Beldam is right there, and that's how she took Coraline's son, because, she's a single mom, she's not really paying attention that much, probably, and she just neglects her son a little bit. Sometimes that does happen with single moms, like, they don't always look after their child that much. And I'm not saying that to offend anybody, but yeah. So, basically, what I'm thinking is, they're going to have to work together to get inside the other world, and the cat comes back, and he talks in our world, in the real world, and this freaks Norman out, but he's like, okay, I'm coming along to it a little bit, but all right. So they go into the other world, and it is this macabre and creepy type setting, you know what I mean? Like, it's the other world's house at the end of Coraline, and he's like, oh my gosh. Like, Norman is just, like, freaking out, and he's, like, creeped out a little bit. But Coraline, she just shrugs it off, and she's like, I've done this before. I'm cool with it. I'm cool with this. But, so they end up, you know, going on an Easter egg hunt. Like, that would be the movie, where they would try to find different objects that, you know, from Coraline's past. Because the Beldam still remembers what happened at the end of the movie. She still remembers the cat scratched out her eyes, and she basically smushed her, like, crushed her hand, and, you know, the other mother, the Beldam, didn't forgive her for that. So this would be basically the movie, where it would be Coraline trying to find her son in the other world, a new other world. Like, this would be constructed to look creepy and ominous and terrifying to see. And along for the ride would be Norman, because he can see ghosts, he can see paranormal stuff. It sort of draws itself to him, and that would be the movie. And they would end up, and hear me out, I ship Norman and Coraline. Normaline. That is what I'm gonna call it. So if anybody is watching this, please get in touch with Leica or somebody, because I really want this idea to come to fruition. I want them to know about this. I posted a comment on their recent videos on Coraline and Paranorman, and I hope that somebody hears about this and hopefully contacts me in some way or form. Well, anyway, guys, thank you for watching. My name is StarSlayer885, and I promise you that I will be coming out with more of these story ideas, more of these talks about different movie ideas I have and different stories that I'm concocting. So yeah, just keep in touch. Hopefully I'll come out with a new one soon. Anyway, peace.